Generic greetings! In the previous episode, we managed to get a really good piece of software out. The Generic Game Engine version 1 has been rated as one of the best development pieces of software ever made, I think. Let's have a quick look at our All Software tab. A quick look at Game Engine. Game Engine, GG Engine V1 is outstanding. As you can see on quality, it is only... it is the only other outstanding game engine ever to be made, and... quite importantly, let's pause for a second. You can see it's actually 11 years older than the other one that's been rated as outstanding. So, yeah, I'm doing quite well on that one in terms of how good it is. But slight problem, the budget. The budget. I've currently got $500,000, right? I did have $1.5 million, and well, it's not really shipping. So we're going to have to change things up a little bit. Let's go back to our hire employees, and we're going to try and fling money at the problem because, with this, just what it's like. We're going to hire another marketeer, right? So we need to get someone who's got a good compatibility. There we go. That's quite good. But I'm just going to go down and see if we've got another good one. There you go. There we go. Hire another marketeer to put on the marketing team. Because 2 is not really enough, as people have mentioned. And we want to start developing another piece of software. Develop software. And what we're going to do, we are going to not produce an operating system. We're going to do another visual tool. Visual tool, it's based on our original IP of GV Tool V1. So it's going to be called the Generic Visual Tool version 2, right? And no dependencies. We want to add a couple of pieces of... I want to add 3, I think. Do I want to add 3? No, we only need one OS. OS 5 has gone down. Not a lot of people are using it. So we'll just go for the X5 and the OS 6. There we go. No dependencies. Where the SCM is our generic GSB1, which is a generic server bank 1. I'm going to rename that. We want image editing and QA on that one as well. You can see that it is less than a year to develop. Innovation is medium. Our stability is high. Usability medium. And recommended team size is 3. So we're no bandwidth as well. So we don't really need an SCM. Source control management, I think someone mentioned in the comments. So it is based on our GV Tool V1. If we have a quick look at our all software button again, we'll need to go to our visual tool, and we can see this one here, which is currently great. Active users 5,000. Its retail price is 63, then it's 58 and 58. So if we market that as a 49.99er, I think we should do quite well. It's not going to be in-house, we don't need to do that, and we will have it, make sure it's set at the generic development team 1, and that's what it's going to be set at. So we do want to assign someone to it. Generic marketing team 1. We'll start a little campaign for that one. Bit of cheeky marketing. Also, I want to go into insurance, and I want to put some money into our insurance. I want to say put 50,000 deposit in that one there, because we haven't got any insurance. So you get a pension and health insurance and life insurance, and it just keeps people happy and stuff. So that's pretty good. And you also make money on it as well. You can get profits off it. So we are still doing support for our generic game engine 1. I'm just going to go to servers, actually, and just rename that. Rename, so it's generic server bank 1. Just to follow the general naming scheme. Or generic naming scheme, even. So it's a little bit dirty around here. Don't really worry about that. A couple of deals as well. Again, that's okay. It looks like the tickets for this is almost done. We are marketing this. We're going for the GV tool, and we're still... 9 employees went on vacation, and we're not making money. This game engine has not sold, which is not good at all. Stocks, you can see you can actually buy stock, your own stock. I guess my stock's going right down, so that's not good. I am waiting for our game engine. You know what? I'm ending. I want to really keep on trying to market that engine, because if we do start selling it, then it'll be quite good. Let's have a quick look. If we just pause a second, I need to just check my software. I need to check my generic game engine. You can see it's outstanding. All my quality is outstanding. The active users, 350. It's starting to sell. Units sold 800. Right, actually, it's starting to sell. It is starting to sell. If I keep marketing it, it might become popular. So I'm going to keep on with that one. I know it's costing a bit of money, but honestly, if it's costing 5 or 6 grand a year, it doesn't really matter that much, although we are really starting to hemorrhage money now. It's not going down as much. Let me develop. This is to develop. I've missed that one. It actually went up and it went back down to great, so damn it. Ah, well. 362,000 plus a bit of change in the kitty. As you can see, it's going down by, oh dear, 50 odd grand. I need to get this visual tool out, and it needs to do well. It really does need to do well. I'm going to end the marketing at the end of this day for our generic game engine V1. It's going to go down in history as the best unsold engine in the history of creation. End that. There we go. Promote the tool, fixing the bugs, and this needs to sell. We're going to release it. We're going to market it. We're going to pause it. We're going to market it on everything. With the generic marketing team, we're going to start that, and then we're going to get ourselves some contract work. There's a 20 grander. Mediocre required. SCM, there we go. Accept the work. We'll assign that to our development team just to give them something to do for the time being. And there we go. If this doesn't ship, we might be restarting the series. Develop. And accept all. This is going to be, oh, this is everybody saying they want a bit of a raise. That's going to be a total of an extra grand a month. That's just what I need. Oh, right. Product has been reviewed. Generic software company shocks graphics. The generic visual tool version 2 is taking graphics to new heights. It does the GV Tool 1 justice. Get in. Right. All software. Let's change it to visual tool. GV Tool V2. Quality is great. It would have been outstanding if I didn't miss it. What happened is it was still in development, and then I left it too long, and then you overdevelop it, and you basically had just, bloat. You just bloat it, and, you just get feature creep in it and all that sort of thing, and then it just makes it worse. So either way, it's not gone overly well. But as you can see, the GV Tool V2, because we based it off our original IP and the V1 sold very well, we've now got more users than everybody else. So it's amazing. That is good, and hopefully that's going to give us there's some dirty rooms. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hire maintenance, cleaning. Oh, damn it! Dismiss. Call maintenance, call cleaning, call IT support. There we go. Speed up to max, and these are just going to crack on with all of this. This is just a crappy thing we're working on. Right, so that's working quite well. Now what we're going to do then, since we managed to make a fair good buck off that, we are going to develop an audio tool. Our visual tool will obviously be the GV Tool V2, and then we need to see SCM of the server bank, and we want a QA. We do want to add our OS 6 on that one, or the X5, our OS 6. And we don't want to bother with the int OS 3, which is actually a console. Yeah, that's fine. So visual tool is that. This is going to be apparently a price of 95. That's quite high, actually. Let's have a quick look at all software. We need to change that to our audio tool. This is great. That is selling for 111. Wow, and that one there, that's really bad. But that's a great tool. If we get this to outstanding, which is very high stability, high usability, no innovation at all, which is a bit of a shame. But it's not original IP. It's based on that. $89.99. Generic audio tool V2. Onto the generic development team. Develop yes. We want to do a bit of free marketing, and we'll start that off. So we've still got support for the GV tool, which is the visual tool. We're still doing support tickets for that. We're going to make sure that's high priority. Obviously, we are developing our audio tool to try and get some money off the back of our original one that we did quite well on. Marketing started there for the tool as well. You can see there's people working there. It's very, very cold. I just want to check. That is 13 degrees. That's 17. That's 13. It's actually really cold. I don't think that central heating is doing it's not heating everyone up. So what I might do is change this room. Yeah, see that one there saying temperature vary a lot. We're going to get rid of the drugs. And we're going to put a couple of, I'll put an AC unit in and one out in there. That should hopefully A temperature regulation unit is overburdened. Yeah. So I just don't have enough, apparently. That should hopefully 21 degrees. 21 degrees. Yes. Yes, we're okay. Right. We're back onto 813 plus a bit of change. So profits, yes, profit of 300,000 plus a bit more. Excellent, excellent. So it looks like employees hungry and stop working. Well, go to the fridge then. There's no like cafeteria or anything like that in the game yet, but you know, you don't really need it. Well, actually, it would be nice to have. Anyway, quality is outstanding on this one. We're going to develop it. There we go. It's in alpha stage. This is our audio tool. So we're still marketing for the visual tool. It's still selling as well. Nowhere near as much, but let's just have a quick look. It is a niche piece of software after all. Visual. Wow. GV tool. Nearly 20,000 people using it. That's pretty good. I think what we'll do, we will leave the marketing at the end of today, but we're going to be back over 1 million, I think, after this, which is quite good. Let's just check everything. It looks like everywhere is nice and warm. That's good. Excellent. Most good, that is. So this should hopefully put us over 1 million. If not, what I'm going to do, it's not right. So what I'm going to do, marketing for GV2, I'm going to end that. We don't need to do that one. We're going to promote the GV tool, or GA tool, which is the audio tool, and fix all the bugs. There's all them squished, almost squished, and we will release it. So obviously we do want to market it. We'll pause it for a second while we just set some marketing for the marketing team. And then as always, what we're going to do is go for contract work, and we'll just do a bit of cheeky contract work, which is a bit daft because can you not just accept these? I'll accept that work. Accept that work. Accept that work. There's some 3 bits of work, and we'll assign that to the development team. We'll assign that to the development team because it doesn't take long at all. Assign that to the development team. There we go, and we'll set that to start. Again, priority is on the support for our tool that we've just made. And then we're just going to develop that. As soon as it goes over the line, it gets developed. Promote that, develop that. And release, develop. And next morning, oh, there we go. Right. Big chunk of change there. A nice new product. The generic software company shines with the GA Tool V2. Surprises this awesome audio tool. Another great piece of work since the GA Tool V1. So that's quite good. So we've done quite well on that tool. We've always done well on what we've made because we're not messing around. We're making the best thing we can. We're just not we're not selling it that well. So the audio tool is still, it's not made us any profit yet, but it will. It will. Speed up to max speed. Promote that. Release it. Promote. Release. There's all of that contract work done. So, what I'm going to do, I think we are going to develop a piece of software. We're going to have it as game. So, we want the game engine to be our game engine because it's outstanding. Right? We want the visual tool to be the V2 GV tool. Audio tool, obviously, GA tool. There we go. So we're going to make this like a full-on demonstration of the sort of software that we are making. In terms of OSs, you can see we're actually quite limited, and the reason for that is it's based on the tools that you use. So I think there's still a lot of users on here. These two here, the X5 and the OS 6, which is interesting because as you can see, they've sort of balanced out now. One had about, 2 million and the other had about 800,000, and now they're balanced out to about 1.3 million each. So that's interesting. Anyway, category. What can we go for? We go for RTS, sports, simulation, RPG. It's April 85, so what sort of things would be knocking around this time? When did the original Legend of Zelda come out? I don't know. I don't think it might have been the 80s. Don't think so. Let's go for an adventure game, because this is the golden era of adventure games. SCM of that one there. 2D graphics, AI, and QA, there you go. The estimated price is $46.35. I'm going to say a total of $29.99. Actually, no. What's it recommended as? 46, so $39.99. There you go. That generally seems to be okay. Innovation is medium. Usability is medium. Innovation medium. Stability medium. Usability high. Artist needed is 23% of it. Expected interest 100%. More than a year, apparently, to develop that. This is a big risk, doing this. Recommended team size 6. Very, very big risk on this one. So, what are we going to name it? Well, I could just call it Generic Adventure Game. Version 1. Yep. Why not? There we go. And we're going to not set it to the marketing team. Generic development team, and that should say less than a year now. Yes, that's much better. And we'll say develop. Right, and we will start marketing it, obviously, with interwebs because it's free. With the marketing team, start the campaign. Right. So, yes, we're now actually making this thing with the proper team. That's why it showed it being quite bad. So this is okay. You can see the meeting room's getting used. I know there's been a couple of people mention around, we should hire some more people, get this other side in. The problem we have is that the entire team, if I get another team, or if I set the entire team here, because because all of the team has to go for one meeting, it probably will never ever go in that meeting room. So we might have to sort something out where we split this room like down the middle somehow. I don't know how we're going to do that. This is just, what people have mentioned. And we have Team A, Team B, whatever. And then have this set to both. So, but I don't know. I'd like to know what you think on that one. Either way, 1.6 million. Oh, yes. Let's have a quick look here. Let's have a quick look at all software. We're going to go to our audio tool. The GA Tool V2 is selling like mad. Profit is 500,000. Right. Okay. So I'm still a little bit bitter over this game engine that didn't sell. But we now want a 2 million. Right. Excellent. We are back out of the... We were close to closing, I must confess. It's quite... Actually, you know what? It's... Sorry to say, it's quite accurate to what happens with a lot of companies. They release one good product, and it might have just been a one person developing it, or maybe a couple of people, and then they expand too big, and they release the next big thing, and it's not the next big thing, and it's not great, or people are not interested. Time's moved on, and they spent all this money, and they lost all of that, and then they have to close. It's something that happens more often than you'd like. The marketing tool is still selling 2.4 million, 2.6 million. Starting to slow down, as you might expect. So I'm going to have one more day of marketing, I think. And then we'll see what happens. There you go. Tap, 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 develop. Good. Right, and then we're going to develop that one. There you go. I'll tap away. We'll speed up to max speed. Yes, there we go. We need to, I think, go for manage staff, call maintenance, cleaning, and call IT support. Get them in, get them to have a little mess around. I know that you shouldn't really call them in a certain time. You should. Oh my good grief! Look at it really starting to clean there. Come on, clean, please. You should always call them in later on because then they can fix the computers and stuff. What's this like? That's state 89%. Marketing, you know what? It's still working out there, so I'm probably just going to keep them. This is a problem. Ah, right. They can't reach that lamp. Right, okay. They can't reach this lamp, these ones here, to fix it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the furniture. I've not heard of a step ladder. We need to go to lighting then. I'm going to put some backlighters on. So we'll have one there, and one there, actually. That'll be much better. There we are. I know some people said we should really open that back up, but I'm really liking the design of this building. I really like it. It's very nice. 2.8 million, which is good. So marketing is going well for both of this one. We got the tool here. That's fine. Yeah, that's okay. I think I'm going to... 3 million. I think I'm going to keep marketing that audio tool, you know. It still seems to work. We need to promote this because it's pretty much sorted now. Squish them bugs, which there are. Wait until they all go to sleep. Release. Market it with radio interwebs, the lot. Marketing team, yes, that's fine. Start the campaign. And it's almost next morning, so we're going to wait. They're going to disappear. Next morning. Okay, the software times. Generic software company shines with the generic adventure game version 1. With this the surprise with this awesome game, apparently. Let's close that up. We'll go to type of game. You can see Coaster Gang's Tycoon is up there with a lot of active users, Soldier Battle, but I'm the only game that's apparently, no, 1, 2, 3. I'm only one of 3 games that's ever been voted as outstanding quality. It's also the newest game to be released, obviously, and the active users is quite high. Marketing sparse, it's actually not that cheap when you compare it to other things, but most of these are just good or great, so we're doing well there. I think then what we'll do, we'll say contract work. Actually, you know what? Game assets, do we need that? I'm going to leave it there, because I want to know now, because we've got a nice chunk of cash. Look at that, we've got 3.5 million. I think we'll stop marketing the audio tool. We don't need to do that. Keep marketing the game, though. We don't really need to worry too much now about our funds. So because we've got 3.6 million, and I reckon that's going to go up to 4 by the next day. So I reckon we could really start expanding. So I would like to know what you think we should develop next in terms of software. Where do you think we should go for the building? Obviously, I need to build the extra chunk here. I then need to build some more on this outside. What I could do, this meeting room at the back here is a nice big meeting room. It looks quite good. But if I do split this down the middle, which I could do somehow, don't ask me how yet, but if I split that down the middle, then what we could do is have an extra meeting room on this side, an extra meeting room on this side, team 1, team 2. I like the idea of that being the main software like building, but I don't know what we're going to do with it. I'd like to know your thoughts on that one. I really would. Look, nice shadows as well. Right, at least we're not going bankrupt. That's good. And we've got 33,000 plus a bit of change fans. People seem to, the market recognition's okay there. As you can see, our business reputation is 1. And I'm happy to say that I'm no longer that bitter over the failure of our original game engine, because, as we've just shown, we've made one of the best games that's ever come to market, and it's made us a boatload of money. So, yeah, I think it's been proven that that's an alright game engine. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.